Okay, we are live here with the MITS car category as we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars here set up to race today. One of them going to sit it out for qualifying. He'll be starting for the rear of the field as Geoa FX2. He was not here for yesterday's race. We're going to set the 5-minute timer up. This is going to be a 20-lap race, but we are setting up for qualifying here. So if you guys could do so kindly, just watch the lights on track. Green flag. So you're going to go straight to the green flag. There is no pace period. Just get going. And clear the board for now. Board will start as soon as the car crosses the start finish line. That is going to most likely be Nico here. 5 minutes starting now. Now into turn number 1. Here we are. And clear the board out again. Nico Out's leading us off though is Eris is taking a purple sector, although I think Nico was going quicker. Please do not cut through the oval. If you do that, your time will be invalid. You'll be put to the rear of the field. Do that in the race, you'll be parked. So, I know you could technically go faster, but you're not supposed to. Nico Out's going to spin out. So does Eris. That allows Packley to get taken over by Jack Pro PC, so it's as important to stay off that grass as it can be here. Again, it's not a huge issue with the other classes, but just due to the amount of lack of grip. By the way, Gary, could go. So these two are going to sit it out. Pack lead, it has turned to Jack Pro PC, though. Mr. Monco's allowed to go out, too. As Jack Pro is set at 42.337, that is going to be his quick time for now. And it might go quicker. Here he goes out of the final turn, making his way through the front straight. Does improve, 42.262. So we're now 3.5 minutes left. There's Geoa FX2 getting his way onto the track. He's gone with very little practice here, so he is new to the place. Oh, Mars has joined. As, I think that's Geoa FX2 making the way out of the track. Again, they're not Pack Fleet. Pack Fleet is Jack Pro PC now. A series regular to run up last season. That was Silver Woomy. He's taking pole. He's going to hit the barrier hard off the final turn. Sending it too hard. Again, this is qualifying. We'll probably see more conservative driving towards the race, because we do know that making big mistakes like that is going to be costly. More so than an extra 10th or 2 you might be able to gain. We'll see who's none the wiser, though. Mr. Monaco looking to be disconnecting again. Hate to see it. As Mars makes his way out onto the track. As I believe Mr. Monaco has, in fact, disconnected again. Okay, hate to see it. Jack Pro PC still leaning off another lap, though. Nico Out's taking pole at 41.137. You can see the corpse of Mr. Monaco's car. He's yet to rejoin. And there he goes. So we're going to run to his car real quickly. Again, the pack lead rules do stand. 140. We need Mr. Monaco to set 1 lap, please, if he can. Excuse me. Jack Pro PC, again, still pack lead. You're starting to pass cars. And it looks like Mr. Monaco's area is starting to strike again. There's T7 Jake trying to set laps to run it. Probably out just to run laps on the track, maybe get points, something to like. So we have about a minute left, though this is a very short lap, so we might expect 2 more laps here. Jack Pro PC making his way out of the final turn, making his way up to the front stretch. There's Mitch the Midget, Geoa FX2. Potential targets to Jack Pro PC as Jack Pro crossing the start-finish line. And we will be seeing 2 more to go, most likely, but we'll be watching that board carefully. He's got a big gap made up, but he's going to probably try to go faster to get that pole position, knowing how Jack is going. Had he been pulling, might have been backing off, but not a chance here. Silver Woomy with a 40.991. Gear FS2 is going to teleport. Had me a little bit weirded out. There's Jack Pro PC. He's going to get a cut here. And I think Giram is going to get past Sil. This time by the white flag in the air. Are we going to be done? We got 10 seconds to the clock. 1 lap to go once you cross the start-finish line. Mitch, if you get passed by Jack Pro PC here, he's right behind you. Jack Pro's around, spinning out. Bananas on the track off of turn number 1. That's going to be tough for Jack Pro. He's not with a chance for a top 3. This is a throwaway, essentially, for him. Once we're done with this, we're going to line up on the front stretch. We're going to do a cooldown lap just to clear things through. But once you guys cross the line, you'll be heading to your final lap. Excuse me. So Jack Pro PC just making its way one more time around. Everyone else just trying to close their laps up. Mitch the Midget, you are heading into your final lap. 1 to go. Jack Pro PC might be stopping himself to line up. As we've seen, he's going slowly. Nikolau's going to pass by. Does not take pole. Only a couple hundredths off. So great effort by the Trini to get it done, but unfortunately it's not going to work this time. We are going to do a cooldown lap if we can. Mitch, you still had an extra lap, but it looks like you're just backed off, so I don't know what you're planning on here. And Mr. Monaco, are you still set on racing here? Because it looks like your internet's not having it today. And Giram, if you could head to the front stretch. Let's not go for any faster laps, guys. I believe we have everyone done. So, yellow flag's going to go out. We're going to go to the front stretch. And we will be doing a pace lap because that is all we have here. We don't have the grid or lights for that matter. So, the order is going to be Silver Woomy in first place, second place. So line up single file, please. Third place going to go to Muffin. Fourth place is going to go to Jack Pro PC. Fifth is Eris. Sixth will be Giram. Seventh going to go to Mitch. If you guys can cross the start-finish line before you come back. Just head back. Oh my god, Eris. Again, line up single file, not double. This is not a grid start. This is a rolling start. So we are lining up single file. Line up behind Silver Woomy. I don't trust you with admin. And if you're asking if I can delete the cars, I'm going to do that one. So please line up, give each other some space. Fifth is Eris, about there. Sixth place going to Giram. Seventh place to Mitch. Mitch line up here. We need Mars to the VC. Gonna start clearing out the extra cars. So that's Mr. Monaco. I think he's spectating, so. We need Mars to line up on the front straight. Please. Unless you are not.
Turbo, could you leave our 15 in this car in just in case?
He's gotta join soon. If he joins any later, that's. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, I already told him, but he said he'd probably be able to come in time for the race. So, like, just in case.
He's a black car, right? Or is he the...
Yeah, the MSGP.
The MSGT. That's not very helpful.
MSGP.
Colors number. 159.
This one.
Okay.
It literally says MSGP right there.
Okay. I'll leave his car, but if he's not here by lap 2, he's done. So, if he's not here by lap 2, then that's on him. I'm gonna brush my teeth, like, very quickly after I delete these, because I woke up and then suddenly, oh shit, I have to set up the Miata Simulator, or, sorry, the MITS car race. So, give me, like a minute here, just brush my teeth, I'll be right back. Sorry. I try to do this as fast as I can. We're back into it. So we have our grid so far. So let's see. From the back of it is going to be Mars making his debut MITS car race, debut SLC road course race. We'll be starting up from 8th place. 7th place is going to go to Mitch the Midget. We're then going to see Guillermo FX2 in the 6th place spot. Eric's now taking up 5th. 4th, taken up by Jack Pro PC as we go to their podium now. As far as starters go, Muffin in 3rd. Nicolaus in the 95, representing Trinidad here for 2nd place. Our pole sitter is, of course, none other than MITS car legend himself, Silver Woman. He's made a big name for himself. It's going to be a 20-lap race here, so we got that set up. We're going to do 2 pace laps. I'll be resetting the board because I don't think you guys did what I told you to do. That's okay. We're just going to go off what it is. So if you're not ready, this is your last possible chance to hop out. Otherwise, the cut limit for today is going to be 20 cuts. You get a 20 cuts, you're going to get a 5-second post-race time penalty. If you deliberately cut, first time, if it looks sketchy, will be a strict warning. Second time, if I really have to call it, you might get another 5-second penalty. If it is a major cut, without question, you'll just be parked. I.e., if you cut the entire oval, you're just getting parked. So let me be clear on that. No cuts. All right. So we're gonna do actually 20 cuts as the limit. So I think everyone is ready. So that being said, watch the lights. 1 second, my cat's bugging me. God damn it. Because Eric's disconnected. So that was probably okay to happen anyway. So that being said, watch the lights. Yellow flag coming out. Go in the car if he goes. Go in the car if he goes. Go in the car if he goes. Don't be the guy that rams through everyone. Arizona, come on, let Jack by. It's really easy. We're going to be going at a slow pace. We got 2 laps of pacing to go with. Please do not pace on your rev limiter. You're going to have a very bad start. Just rev on the gear ahead of that. And if you're going to space out, please, or let off. If you're going to just let off instead of braking if you have to. Jack Pro, please don't tire warm. Just lock in. let's try to make our pacing as good as possible here so we can make sure there's no difficulties. Again, we go to the back of the grid. It is Mars on their debut race. Mitch the Midget, you need to do your job and line up ahead of Mars. Just stay behind the car that's ahead of you. A reminder not to pass the car ahead of you until you cross the start-finish line. Guillermo's having a major lag spike. Lights are going black. Yellow/black. 1 lap to go. Guillermo FS2 having some major lag issues. We're going to go 60 miles an hour. We're going to coast to 60 miles an hour here. We're going to slowly make our way down to 60. Please do not go on your rev limiter. Just go in the gear ahead and just maintain 60. Nico. If you have a bad start, you will be allowed to be passed. So don't be that muffin, Jack Pro, whoever it is back there, please do not be on your rev limiter. You're going to have a bad start. Be in the gear ahead. You will have a bad start. I will allow cars to pass you. Don't be that guy. Watch your pace. Watch the lights. Green flag is out. No passing here. We're good. Okay, now we are good to pass. Jack Pro getting a great start there over on Aris Netta, clearing all cuts. Mars got one in pacing, so we should be at 0 laps. Everything, all systems good. Good to see. We make our way around into the newly refurbished oval turn here. It's a very interesting corner. Nobody taking the higher line, it seems. Everyone taking it tighter. We did see in some of the faster classes, it does tend to help a little bit to carry more speed, but it might not be the case here. Silver went around hard into the barrier. So was Muffin. I would say it many times, even though that 10th might be tempting, the penalty for just hitting the barrier like that is just so not worth it. Now, Silver Woman and Muffin, they still have a lot of time to make up, but they're all that way back, so it's going to be a very big push back up front. Nicolas now the new leader of this race, as Darius is in second place. A big battle there between Jack Pro PC and Gear MFX2. The DGS-12R as well as the 001 battling out for the podium as we speak. I think Mars is having some issues in the back of the field. Again, a bit of a back marker. That is okay. A reminder, if you guys are done for the race, please do not be the guy that rage quits. You will be barred from racing this weekend and next weekend. If you are wanting to retire, your pull-off zones are either anywhere off the track surface behind the walls, or in the paddocks or the pit lane. Those are your pull-off zones, not anywhere inside of the walls. So you pull off anywhere inside the walls, that will be your weekend as well as next one. So don't be that guy, because you will be causing a caution from doing such a thing. Anyways, that in mind, our field's starting to spread out a little bit there up in the front. Is there anything going on in the back? Unspoken push here. Mitch the Midget currently in the top 5 on his debut MITS car race, doing an absolutely stellar job. He's held up pretty well so far, though he's got 2 very hard to beat guys right behind him. Although it does look like Mitch has been passed for the top 5, so he's in 6th place. Still has Silver Woomy behind them. Will be a major threat in that 64 machine. Again, Silver Woomy, the runner-up of last season, only lost out by missing the finale, essentially, as far as I remember. And R15, unfortunately for you, you started the race a little bit too late. But I could let you drive after, but R15, unfortunately, you've shown a little bit too late to the show. So, we're going to clear out R15's car. Yeah, it's okay. Sorry about that. I'm invisible myself. We are going to clear out that car so there's less lag. Thank you for showing up. Anyways, R15. It's close. You're only a couple laps off. Anyways, though, action on track. Grass is rough here with MITS cars for sure. Again, these cars have the lowest grip of any other class. Other than the Thoughts Bodies and Stock i4 is a completely different friction system, so I believe when these things touch the grass, they just outright die. Whereas the other classes, they tend to handle a little bit better. Jack Ruppy is nearly going to lose it, but he does manage to keep it under control. One thing's for certain, that grass is a big deterrent on cutting and such, because just going off the track is just a major penalty on its own. Someone cheering for the assistant here as we are a quarter way through the race. Nico Haas not going to make it 6 out of 20. We've got a car there that's not moving. Gearum FX2 spinning out hard on the final turn. Crosses in 4th. Now, Muffin, despite their major spin at the start of the race, might be able to make up a 4th place spot if Gearum can make a mistake like that again. We watch a battle up in 2nd place, though, between Eris and Jack for PC as it starts to rage on. Here we are through the oval turn. Eris taking the outside line, Jack to the inside. Now, side by side for the 2nd place spot, you can see Jack PC carrying more speed than the 45. Jack PC getting the exit he needs. But Erisnet is still right there on the rear bumper. Anything could change here in the coming corner. Now they're turn 1. Eris looking down the inside. Jack PC taking a wider line. Eris going to carry that speed on the exit. The two side by side with Eris at the helm of it. So we make our way up and over the hill into turn number 2. Eris down the inside, side by side, still with Jack PC. She's going to run it through the grass. As Jack carrying more speed through the oval turn. And just a great bit of driving there by the new Hoosier from California. There looks to be something going on there in the back, though. What is that? Mitch falling a lap down. What is that between Muffin, Silver Woman, Gearum, and Muffin all in the bit of their own tail chase? There's Mars again, just absolutely struggling with the MITS car. Might be put a lap down here in just a short bit, too. 2 laps down, actually, for that matter. Gearum FX2 with a major lag spike. He does jump back into it. We're going to watch what's going up there, though, in front as our leaders are starting to lap Mitch. There's 2 battles going on currently. There's the one there between Silver Gearum and Muffin. Not quite raged on yet, but easily could turn hot in just a second. Meanwhile, Nicolas on a Saturday cruise. So he holds together quite consistently. I gotta move myself real quickly. As I believe we might have had a car pulled in. I see Mars's name has disappeared. I'm not quite sure what happened. He looks to be on track, so I'm going to watch the board to make sure that's the case. Now Mars, you've fallen out. Oh, Jack Pro's around. Air's going to make the move. Mars, I must advise you, if you fall another lap down, that will be your day. You still got a lot of time. We're already halfway done with today's MITS car feature. That was a major mistake, though, to be made by Jack Pro PC. He still is holding out the podium for a pretty good bit here. Of course, we'll be watching that one now as the battle is raging on for, I believe, the 4th place spot. As Muffin and Gearum tagging up together a little bit. Air's now going to make her way through the final turn. As Mars is pulling into the pit lane, he might be retiring. I think he has fallen 3 laps down, so. Thank you for showing up today, Mars. I'm gonna clear your car out. Sorry it had to happen, but again, you did come a little bit unprepared. This is how I was expecting it to go. Thank you for showing up anyways. Enjoy the show. So that clears up a little bit of the lag, which, as you can see, the cars are starting to run a little bit better. So let's get on to, I believe, the action here is between Gearum and Silver. That's not much to report either. Seems we're at the stage of the race where it's starting to take its course. As there's Guillaume there, they've passed Muffin, so some sort of mistake off screen. Maybe, again, hitting that barrier off of the final turn seems to be a big factor, as it seems like Muffin might also be retiring themselves. They're not happy with how things are doing. So, we're going to give them... yeah, they're done, so... Muffin clearly not happy with the cars. Again, this is a series with a different tire system. It's not my tuning. So, the car set up for the other systems. And it just seems to not work very well here. That puts us down to 6 cars. Mitch the Midget is up there. About to get put a lap down by Guillermo if it's 2. As the field currently running its course, again, Nicolas has just been leading lap after lap ever since the leaders made their major mistake. Silver's moved out to 4th, though, so that time by being 5 to go. No cautions to call. Again, if it does happen that late in the race, we do a system called overtime, where if the race can't go within 2 laps, the race will be extended, so we will have a 2-lap shootout at the very end of it. We'll do this as many times as we need to, although the race should officially end at 11 if we cannot get it by then. I think we got plenty of time till that happens, of course. As here's Nico about to make it 5 to go. It's a very short race here, but again, that's typical of this class. Nico crossing the line, a whole straightaway to make between Eris and him. So here's Nico making his way around the oval turn. Again, not anything major to report at the moment. We're kind of just having this race run its course. I did expect that to kind of wind through a little bit. Seems like a lot of people showed up late without any practice. Again, you just can't do that in tracks like these. It's just, especially with a complete revamp, as we saw today, it's just not going to work. So... Nicolas making his way down through turn number 2, now to 3. Makes his way up to the oval turn. I hear cars, 2 cars there. That is Mitch about to get put down a lap by Silver Woodmead again. He is looking good for now. As it looks like Jack Pro's been climbing up that ladder to Eris Netta. But he still has about 3 seconds to make here. There's about 3 laps to make, so... You know, it's not completely impossible. That's Nicolas, 3 laps to go here for you. He's just been running a very clean race. Again, the man is a legend. He is the Season 2 SLC champ. The Season 2 SLC champion. Back when we were doing UD racing, though we did do a touch of HSC racing that year when we were doing SCS 2, and I think he actually did win that race. So Nicolas is not unfamiliar. He's had a lot of great shots in his time racing. And today he shows what he has. So we now see him cross with 2 laps to go. Eris makes his way out of the final turn cleanly. Jackro PC still going to have to make up all of that. I don't know if he's been gaining a whole lot. Eris Netta has clearly been gaining on Nicolas. I think Nicolas has been relaxed a little bit. He's got a whole 10-second gap here with 2 laps. Essentially, the car could just drive itself and a win. So, great to see Nicolas is back up there dominating today here at Geoa Motorsports Park. Out of the final turn, Nicolas making his way onto the final lap. We'll be seeing the white flag in the air for Nicolas. So once you guys cross the line, you go into your final lap. Once you do that, we're going to have you guys do a cooldown to the podium. That is off the oval turn, of course, the progressive banked corner. Can't miss it. And there's Mitch the Midget. Have they fallen too many laps down to be scored? They've fallen 2 laps down, so they are still going to make it. But Nicolas on his final lap. Eris Netta with a target on her head, but still has a big gap. Nicolas making his way out of the oval turn for the final time. Nicolas down the back straight into the final turn. Does he have what it takes? He's going to take it nice and clean. Not going to risk it. Nikolau's making her way across the front straightaway. He will win today in the MITS car category. A great win there by Nikolau's. Now going to be between Arisnetta. Mitch the Midget going to cross the line 2 laps down, but he will still cross and get a 6th place on his debut race. Arisnetta finishing ahead of Jack Pro PC by just a second. We can have you guys to our podium, please. Don't kill yourselves. We need our top 3. Guillermo FX2 making his way out of the final turn. And Guillermo FX2 rolling across with a 4th place position. Silver Woomy, our pole sitter, struggling today, crosses in 5th. Jack Pro, please make your way to the podium. The sooner we do, the more interviews we can get. Podium is on the oval turn exit, not there. You need to take the track back, please. Whichever way. So again, the man himself, Nikolaus, is going to make his way and wins a golden surfboard. Harris will take home a silver one, Jack Pro PC, with a bronze surfboard. If you guys want those, I could obviously give you the RBSM for it. So, let's get this photo. Once we get the podium picture, we'll get straight to the interviews. We got about 20 minutes to do them, although we're going to try to wrap it up quickly, set up the GTI race. Let's get this photo here. Thank you, guys. We got 2 NAs and MB making up the podium. An NA coming up on top. Operated, of course, by Nikolaus. There is your podium photo there. Alright, so we're going to move on to Nikolaus here. That was an awesome race today. Led pretty much most of it after that big mistake off of turn 1 by your pole sitter. Held up together and just established your domination. What do you guys say about today's race, Nikolaus?
It was nice. It was a cool cruise. You know, it was relaxing. Yeah, it sucks. I was after qualifying, I was really hoping for a really good race with Silver, but it's unfortunate that happened. But yeah, it was a nice cruise.
Fair enough. How was the track today for you? Looked like very tough there with the grass, but you held up together pretty nicely.
Yeah, at practice, I was just really kind of feeling how the car was driving, how the track was. So pretty much you touch grass and you die instantly. So it was like, you know, everybody else is really kind of doing in the 41.6s range. I can do 41.1s if I push it. If I stay clean at a 41.3, I should be good for the rest of the race. Maybe keep up with Silva, you know, if anything, take a good solid 2nd place. But after the crash, yeah, just decide to just keep it clean for the entire race.
All right, well, that was a great job by you holding up together to the end. Great to see you back up on top today. And again, you win a golden surfboard there, so yeah, that'll be a nice addition to the collection. All right, is there anything else you want to say there, Nikolaus?
I am a pirate.
Mel shames the Porsche. Thank you there, Nikolaus. We're going to move on to Arisnetta here. Arisnetta representing Chile there, wins the silver surfboard once again. He's going to cross the line in 2nd place. Of course, it is the patriotic month there for Chile. How are you doing, Arisnetta?
Doing fine. Doing grand. A little cold and hungry. But, like, that's how we roll, I guess.
All right. Well, how did you hold up today in the MITS car class?
Fine. I really wasn't doing that well. All I really tried to do was to stay out of the grass as much as I could. And I guess that worked to kind of, like, get me ahead and let me just keep going till the end. Because stay out the grass I did. I don't think I ever... No, actually, I'm lying. I had a minor slip-up on the exit of turn 1, where I went a little wide and I kicked out a tiny bit. But that's it. The grass was super annoying. How it's, like, just no friction at all. You have no grip. You're just like immediately pulled away. Same thing happened with the rocks mods last night. How you touch the grass and you're immediately like pulled away. You can't really like get it back. You're just like fucked. Trying to think of what else. I don't know. It was cool, I guess.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Okay. Well, that was a very solid second place finish today. Hopefully we'll see you in the GTI class. We know those can handle the grass a lot better. I think that's actually what they were tuned to. So yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Is there anything else you want to say, Arsnetta?
No, not really.
Alright. Thank you there, Aris. Hopefully we'll see you in the GTI class. We're now going to talk to third place winning the Bronze Surfboard Jack Pro PC. Let's get him unmuted here. So Jack Pro here is unmuted now. Jack Pro PC scoring third, but a bunch of up and down. Almost held up to errors, but you did clip the barrier just a little bit. You have a roommate unmuting me. Well, okay. Hitting the barrier cooked me majority of the commentary. Tried so hard to catch up, but I was still a second back. I tried so hard. I had quick time for like 3 laps before Nico. Anyways, GG Aris, I tried. Well, Jack Pro PC with a third place finish here. Oh, sorry. Pretty good run despite all that. Even with the barrier clip. I need to finish my laundry and food before I starve to death with my BMI literally like 16. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, you fucking college student. Only at college tomorrow. Alright. Fuck is this scene? Oh. Whatever. End of commentary. Thank you there, Jack Pro PC. We're gonna move on to 4th place. I just want to give verification who that was real quickly. So 4th place was Gearum FX2. I assume it's pretty late at night for you. So, Gearum FX2 here. I'm gonna turn the volume down real quickly. Jake's setting laps in the Super Indy. So 4th place for you. Some big mistakes there, but also coming up on top, still beating out Silver Woomy. Looked like you two were a little bit out of today, but not a bad way to finish off what seemed to be a race that was, I think, probably could have gone a lot worse. So still a fairly solid race there, getting top 4 there. Gearum FX2, what do you guys say about today's race?
I'm pretty sure you already said everything with a lot of mistakes, but it was still a pretty fun race to have, even when those mistakes most likely costed, well, when those mistakes seriously costed me P3, but that's fine. It's, as I said at the start, like before you started the race, this is not a race that I would win, and that obviously showed in my quali and lack of practice in some areas, so I'm pretty happy with my position.
Fair enough. How do you think you're going to do in today's ROTS mods, potentially, if you do show up to that later today, with this little bit of on-track experience?
I think Rocks mods will perform better, but a win is probably something that, like this race, might not be manageable for me.
Okay. Well, still a very solid P4. Hopefully tomorrow could be, or hopefully later today. Well, it actually might be tomorrow. Will be a pretty solid points race. So we'll see where that one goes. Is there anything else you want to say?
Nope.
All right. Look at their gear methods too. We're going to move now on to Shuffle. Silver Lumi. Other Europeans, sorry.
Yes, hello.
Sorry. All right. So Silver Lumi here, crossing the line P5. I know if there's going to be anyone that's going to have anything rough to say about today, it's probably going to be you, but that's going to be all right. We're here to hear you out. So, bit of a tough race today. Had the pole, but what was happening there?
I had a couple of grass touching moments in turn 1 and the oval corner. One spin met another, and I found myself in 6th behind Giram. It sucks. It really sucks. I took a break from MITS for like 2 races because the tracks just didn't really suit me, or I didn't have time. And from pole to 6th, that just isn't a good result, is it? So, I mean, at least I finished. That's the only positive I see about this. Props to Nico for winning.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit frustrating. Hopefully, we might be able to see you at the GTIs or not. You know, that's obviously up to you. They should handle the grass a lot better. But clearly, these were just very tough. Still, thank you for coming out today. Hopefully, the next round out at Northwest Ohio can go in your favor. I know that's a pretty easy one to do good at, so I think you might have a better shot there.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
All right. Well, thank you there, Silver. Is Mitch still up? Yes, he is. So thank you there, Silver. We're going to move on to 6th place. We'll briefly talk to Mr. Monaco about his internet, probably. Unfortunately, just cannot show up today. But Mitch the Midget here. Debut race. For debut race, not too shabby. Still out surviving the other two. Out survived Mars and out survived Muffin, as well as a couple other cars. So to be fair, not that bad of a debut race. But what do you have to say about today's race? A little bit different than the road course. I mean, than the oval was yesterday. I'm going to presume. I don't know if he's talking or not. Oh, you said my... Okay, he's not gonna... I don't think he's saying anything, so... we'll roll with that. Sorry, Mitch. So, we're gonna talk to Mr. Monaco. Was looking really good in the practice session, but it looks like your internet just was not having it today. Really sucks to see. I don't like to see that. I don't think you like to see that. Could've, would've, should've, I think is probably the worst to say about today's race. But overall, what was going on today? Mr. Monaco? Yo. I don't know if he's speaking or not.
I mean, he just disconnected, so that should say enough.
That's true. Your internet's just not been having it. Okay. Let me focus on... Alright. Mr. Monaco here. Again, as I said, a bit of a tough way to spend the day. Hopefully, we could see you coming to the GTI race.
Oh,
Good.
it works now. Yes.
Yes.
So, fun race to watch. I get to drive my Porsche after race and get to ruin everybody's hearing. Of course, can't wait for GTI and Stock i4 in 2 weeks. So yeah, that's really cool.
Hopefully your internet will be better off for the coming up GTI race. We'll see how that one goes, of course.
Yeah, it must be better. The Miatas are just cursed. I don't know.
We've been trying weekend after weekend to get into it. It hurts to watch, to be honest. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you want to say?
No.
Okay. Thank you there, Mr. Monaco. We have T7 Jake. Review of the race today, Jake. If anything.
I'm gonna be honest, I was not watching.
That's fair enough. Go
There
ahead,
was
Doug.
chaos in the Michelin
so.
race. Somebody
Yeah.
made a giant dive bomb and took out a Honda. But
Okay.
from what I saw, people were dying in the grass, which is always fun here.
Gotta love my dry
yeah.
grass. All right. Well, look at there, Jake. That's gonna wrap it up for the MITS car class. We hope to see you guys in about an hour to see the GTIs. Hopefully, if we could get that one going. I don't think we've ever actually managed to run a GTI race. Every year we try to run it, it gets canceled because people are just unhappy with MITS cars. But we promise you, they run a lot better than the MITS cars do here. This track actually really is attuned to these. So, if you want good racing, please, I cannot stress enough, try to show up to the MITS car or to the GTIs. They're gonna run a lot better. It's gonna be a 60 lap race, so it's gonna be a little bit of a while, but should be good. And of course, the next feature of tonight will be this night, 7 p.m. With the Rots mods. So hopefully we'll see you guys there. I got to set the game up. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully see you guys later today.